Hello, my loves, it's Layla, and today we're going to be talking about things that I do not want to buy and that you shouldn't want to buy either, in my opinion. Anti-hauls, I believe, were first crafted by the icon Kimberly Clark, who I watched a lot in high school, and I also adore Nisa Pisa, and I've been watching her anti-hauls a lot lately from over the years, and it's been a delight. So that inspired me. I've been a makeup artist for 30 years. I got really good grades in the top Canadian beauty school, so I'm qualified to make this video. I'm just gonna go over like recent releases on different like new and beauty Instagrams to respond to things, respond to makeup. The first thing I don't want mostly is the Milk Makeup Cooling Water Jelly Tint Lip and Cheek Blush Stain. That's a lot of words. It's like those AliExpress keyword smash titles. Maybe I'll go to the side so I can add room for it here. This is not like a new product, but they're releasing new colors in Fizz and Fresh, as a commenter called, what did a commenter say? Oh yeah, new blush stains in Nothing and Barely Anything. Yeah, so my problem isn't so much with the colors. At first I saw them and I was kind of excited. I was like, oh, that looks so fun and cool. But then like 5 seconds later, when it like caught up with me, I realized how ridiculous it is. It's like these like bouncy jelly things, which is like so like tactile and fun. But the staining is so bizarre. Regular cream blushes can sometimes even be a little weird to put over foundation. They still can work and stuff if you work them in right, but to put something that's like the consistency of like a gel, like something kind of liquidy on your skin, sounds crazy. I don't know how this would feasibly apply onto the face. I don't feel like it would be very practical. And as a makeup lover, I love having fun products. You know, I have like fun little like face gems and things that are impractical, but this is just absurd, especially for the price. $24 is insane for something that I feel like is a gimmick and easily replicable. So if e.l.f. come out with their version of this, it would be a fun little time, but as it stands, I feel like it's crazy. Next is the Urban Decay Moon Dust Space Cowboy Glitter Eyeshadow Quad. I fear that, Urban Decay has been doing this thing for a while that Tarte's been doing, but Tarte's been crazy with the whole maracuja this, maracuja that, maracuja enema, maracuja Nerf gun, maracuja crucifix. Like, I don't even know. Like, they could sell, like, Ray-Don cups with maracuja written on them. It's really crazy. And Urban Decay was going to do this for a long time with, like, the naked palettes. They still do it. They'll have ones that are like neon green. It'll be like naked greens, and it's like, what does that mean? But this is like an absurd. It's these shimmery nude colors, and look, I have one of the Urban Decay shadows. I first had an Urban Decay glitter shadow when I was like 16. It was a free Ulta gift for the birthday. The gifts used to be popping. It was like a full-size gorgeous eyeshadow. I loved it. I have Cosmic. It's not as good, but it's still pretty good. But after like the exhaustion of neutral brown palettes, I don't understand why we haven't as a society understood that you can get good glitters at the drugstore. You don't need, I understand having that one glitter, that one glitter that's real good, but to have a $49 eyeshadow palette of these shades is ridiculous. Some people are liking it, some people are like, this is so boring. I just feel most of these shimmers you can get at the drugstore, and then if you like one a lot, just invest in that one. I'm not a fan of this. Then there's NYX's The Face Glue. NYX has so many setting sprays and primers, and it's like, let's slow down, because what is the difference between these things? I know they had the brow glue, so this isn't completely out of nowhere, and I liked the brow glue when I had it. I don't know where it went, but I liked the brow glue a lot when I had it. I think I just threw it away because it was getting kind of crusty. But I don't want the feeling of it to be like glue on my face. I know the Power Grip by e.l.f. had that kind of vibe going for it. People would put pennies on their face, which is fucking crazy. but for it to actually look like glue is heinous. It's like children's makeup. It's like truly something that children would have a blast with, something that probably would have been popular when I was growing up in like the 2010s, you know, along with like silly bands and stuff. And it's like, can't they just maybe promote or put more innovation into the products they currently have? They have like, I don't know, the marshmallow primer. They have, I can't even name them all. They have so many primers all the time. It's like, let's slow down. Let's relax. Maybe instead of having like 20 of these products, like just make a few really interesting, innovative ones. I don't feel like I'm putting glue on my face. Then there's the Summer Fridays bronzing drops, which are so boring that I can't even say anything besides that. Oh yeah, Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know who like gets money from the brand now, but ever since the owner of Anastasia Beverly Hills, or like the founder of it, I should say, the founder, Anastasia herself started supporting Putin. I don't support them, but also the spice palette. What's the spice? Like nutmeg. I mean, and nutmeg itself, actually, if you look at the history of nutmeg, this is so off topic, sorry, but nutmeg itself has been linked to hallucinogenic effects when it's been had like in massive amounts, nothing like you'd have today. And I feel like nutmeg itself as a spice palette would actually be really exciting. But someone did in fact comment, not trying to hate, just curious why it's called spice. More spices are vibrant. It's like, it's giving like the UK, like colonizing countries and taking their spices and then like making bland food. That's what this is giving. Oh, this is so disappointing. I saw these and I really wanted to love them. The Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush in Glow. They look so gorgeous in the packaging. The swatches look so dull. It's really bizarre. I love a good glowy blush. These are competing with the Charlotte Tilbury ones, of course. And also with like and I know that e.l.f. also did like a Halo Glow thing that's very similar to this, although my Halo Glow packaging is breaking, y'all. It's crazy. I'm here for a glowy blush. I think Sabrina Carpenter's makeup has really helped bring that back into eminence, but these just look so sad. Like, they're so sad and dull, and people are saying like looking for pigment on the cheeks, and yeah, the swatches on the models are not looking better. They look so exciting, and then when they're put on the face, it's very disappointing. So that's sad because I really like Milani as a drugstore brand. e.l.f. and Tinder. See, I've been using e.l.f. since there was $1 mascaras on their menu, so I really don't want to like have beef with Tarte with e.l.f. I really do appreciate a lot of their products. I have quite a few of their products, and I want to try more of them when I have the need for more products and when I have money. But e.l.f. and Tinder is bizarre. I mean, first of all, I met my awful ex on Tinder, but Tinder also just like, it's icky. Like, as someone who uses it, like I'm not like judging people who use it because God knows I've used it, but it's like, I don't want to be constantly reminded of Tinder while I'm doing my makeup. I just don't want to think about that. When I close the app Tinder, I don't want to think about it anymore. And I don't know, the products themselves, I feel weird about the primer being in like a opaque bottle. I prefer my primer, not primer. I don't like the setting spray being in an opaque bottle. I don't like that. Even my NYX one's also kind of weird that way. I want to see what I'm spraying on my face, you know? It's just all Tinder branded, and that's so weird and corporate-y, and it kind of gives me the vibe of like, this is such a like a hateful thing, but honestly, like, this is such like a petty thing, but honestly, I don't like how they have like Target branded toys for kids. Like, they make like little mini shopping carts and like the Target dog for kids to play with, and is that not super strange? Like, I think we are already so often inundated and linked to brands without even knowing it or without even being able to help it. So why would you like buy into that? I don't know. There are fun products here too. I should do products that I'm looking forward to video too. Okay, I really do enjoy my Juvia's Place. I love my eyeshadow from them. I support them. I think it's really cool that they have such pigmented products and like at really affordable prices too. But just a general thing, pH changing blushes, we need to stop, or glosses, anything, we need to stop it. pH stuff, I'm so sick of the gimmick. I'm so sick of people being like, wow, it looks blue but then it turns pink. Like, yeah, that's what all pH things do. It's, yeah, I'm like looking now and it's wearing the same shade of pink that everything is, and it's so frustrating. So it's not a dubious place criticism. It's just like a general, like, can we stop with like, oh, it's pH changing. Like, we get it. We get it. Then, okay, I'm really excited for the Wicked collaborations coming out. I've been a fan of Wicked since I was like, maybe like 12 years old, and it's really important to me because my late mother loved Wicked too. So it's like, I love Wicked. I will be buying Wicked merch and stuff. But just the OPI and Wicked collab, any nail polish collab, like if you don't like the colors, then don't get it. Like there are decent colors here. It's not really the colors that I'm like anti-hauling, but just the concept of like a nail polish collab, because it's just like, I don't know, it's such lazy. It just literally has like Wicked written on the cap. Even like the Hello Kitty ones, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Hello Kitty, and then I'm like, it's literally just like nail polish with a little Hello Kitty logo on it. If they had like glitter toppers that had like sequins with bats or something, that would be really cool, but they don't. And so I'm just against the print on principle against just having like buying a collaborative lip gloss or buying a collaborative anything just because it has a cute little thing on the packaging. Some things you like maybe like a compact, for example, you can like refill with different products, but when it comes to nail polish and stuff like that, you can't refill it. And what happens when you use it so much that the name wears away? Now there's the Too Faced holiday collection. So much to say about Too Faced. The owner, Jared Blandino, awful person. I remember years ago I looked through his Instagram following and I saw that Jared Blandino followed Donald Trump, and I literally commented somewhere like, don't support him, he supports Trump, and people were like, why do you care, what do you know? And now it's like been more revealed like how awful of a person Jared Blandino is. He's one of the co-founders, and that he also made a Rich Lives Matter cake, which is so disgusting. So it's kind of like that moment where like you don't like someone. I mean, I had a reason to dislike him, but like you don't like someone, everyone's like, what's your problem with them? And then they get revealed to be a bad person later. So anyways, now Jared Blandino owns Polite Society, which is such an ironic name. I'd also don't support them. But even though I'm not sure that he gets money from Too Faced anymore, I'm still just like, I'm really not liking this, and it's a shame because honestly, I think I heard that he stopped. I don't know where I heard that from. If that's a sleep made up in my head, but I think he like stopped being an owner. Okay, he sold to Estee Lauder. That's right. And now I don't think he makes any money off it. But Estee Lauder, it's said that it's a rumor that Estee Lauder like buys big brands that are their competitors, and then they like burn them to the ground. So Estee Lauder will be on top. I don't know if that's true, but this would be a good case for that, because for all of how awful Jared Blandino was, the brand was big for a reason. They have these really like fun, kind of like tacky, but like in a cute, like nostalgic way, concepts, and they used to have these crazy like holiday pellets that were like, as Nisa Pisa calls them, cardboard monstrosities, I think, but I actually like liked them, and when I was in high school I really wanted them and stuff, and now it's just whatever the fuck this is. Too Faced understood that luxury makeup is an experience, and that experience is more than just spending an obscene amount of money just to spend it. It's also like the packaging and like the just like the vibe and the aesthetic. And when I look at this, it's like, honestly, like even like the Moon Crush logo is something that you could see at Essence or something. And there's just something like experiential about this, and it's really disappointing. Then there's the ColourPop Haunted Mansion collection. Is that like really such big intellectual property that we need it? When does like the Disney buying end? It's truly its own cult. Same with, okay, don't kill me, but Hello Kitty. I love Hello Kitty, okay? I love my Sanrio. I got my Kuromi in the back. Got my Melody plushies. Those are just my girlies, but I love Hello Kitty. But like, literally put Hello Kitty on anything, and people will buy it. It's like, can we calm down? Like, do you need another thing? I'm not sure. So that was kind of crazy. See, what the fuck is this? It's the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Glow Primer, and it looks abominable. It's like that Refi one, I believe, where it like you roll it on your face like a paint roller, and so then I don't even know how that refuels and then like, you know, gets the juice again or whatever, and then you get to rub like your face bacteria all over your primer again. Obviously you clean your face before you do makeup, I hope, but there's still gonna be a little bit of bacteria. That's just always how it works, you know what I mean? Like you're always gonna have a little bacteria on your face. It's just what it is to be a living organism, and to put that back into packaging is just so absurd and really gross. And what makes it maracuja? Quickly, what makes it maracuja? There's also the Benefit Cosmetics Holiday 2024 collection. I'm so confused as to why Benefit is still a thing. I did try one of their brow products years ago. I got like a free sample and that was nice. But they have this weird kind of vibe going on. I never really understood their vibe. It was always like, I don't know. I mean, they were known for the professional back in the day, and then their brows, and just kind of like boring. I think the aesthetic is just called boring. And I've been interested by some other things, like namely their box blushes and stuff like that, but I feel like it's just so easily dupeable. I mean, blushes are like, at the drugstore there's so many amazing blushes that I feel like paying for a boxed blush is just, or their box blushes is absurd. But then I'm looking also at their really bizarre theme for the holidays, which is like food, and it's like a grocery store concept. Like they have it in a grocery store, and that's so ironic to me because honestly the prices of groceries are comparable with the prices of makeup. It also feels a little out of touch. It's like reminding me that if I buy your makeup I probably can't afford groceries. These palettes are so boring, the blush palettes and the eyeshadow palettes. It's so tiring. It's exhausting. They have like, oh my god, is that 9 different sets of minis? I was reading Pretty Little Liars, and there's kind of like this thing that like rich girls do in shows where they're like, oh my gosh, that's so last season. And the whole point of lines like that is to be like, wow, this person's so out of touch. But we do that a lot. There's certain brands like Bubble and Drunk Elephant, which are associated with being quote unquote preppy, which does not mean what it meant in my day. And I saw a preppy YouTube creator say like, you know, this is what I wore last year, and then they move it over and it's a completely different brand. And it's just like I feel like people are definitely less buying it for the product and more for the brand name, and it's been like that for quite a while. That's why luxury makeup exists, right? But I feel it becoming more pronounced, and it's like, oh, NYX has a interesting innovative product, let's try that out, and more like NYX has a product, let's try it out. And I don't know, I think that's what anti-hauls are kind of like fighting against in a way. And I'm hoping for greener pastures for makeup. And there are some cool, exciting products coming out, so I might make a products I'm crushing on video if you'd like. Thank you for watching.